good, Life and Poetry fam? Welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, the one and only, Marcus T, this guy. And we are back with another video. Life and Poetry fam, we back, as promised. Now, I know I promised that this video was supposed to have been came out as we're pushing into and through as we're moving through 2023, right? But please charge it to my time and not my heart. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I'm having to deal with, business and everything else in between. But we're here, right? So without further ado, guys, go ahead and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And once you've done that, please be sure to turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we here at Life and Poetry drop a new video. And remember that I say we, because you never know who's going to pop up and grace us with their presence here on the channel. There may be some old faces, there may be some new faces, you never know. But to know, you have to do what? That's right, have that bell turned on so that you can stay informed, right? Now, Life and Poetry fam, as I mentioned before, 2023, we're taking it back to the beginning, to basics. We're starting over again. We're going to go how we came in. And I think this is our 3-year anniversary here on YouTube this month here. I may be off a year or so, I'm not mistaken, but I think it's around this time that we officially started YouTubing. And I wanted to take it back to one of the first videos that I've done on the channel. If you go way back, I even had to go way back when I was looking to see what this video actually was about. Way back when we first started, and I was okay. This is interesting to go on. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the new day, right? Past, present. To see where we stand at now in relation to what was going on then when we first started the channel. And so now that video was me pretty much introducing myself to YouTube, with a few icebreakers. Who am I? What am I? What do I come with? And I was unpacking that there. And with that, I answered a few questions. I think like 20, 21 questions, something like that. And I was like, okay, this was interesting to do here. So when I was viewing the video, and I was like, I wonder where I stand now with those questions. What answer would I be? What answer would be with now? Right. So I want to do that again. Then these questions I doubt they're gonna be the same questions. Some may be the same, some may be different there. But I want to answer some more questions to see where I'm at now. Even for myself to see where I'm at now. Now I have the list of questions here. I just went through my notes and I found them. I didn't go read them through. I just saw the title said 21 questions in my notes. So I pulled it up and we're going to see. Again, I don't know the questions off my head. I haven't answered these questions yet. So this is me answering these questions in real time. And let's see where we are now, where we stand now. And we know that as time goes on, we grow as people. We grow as individuals. I'm glad you can't see my hands. I talk my hands a lot. But we grow as people, we grow as individuals. And I would love to see, even for myself, and even for you guys to do this on your own time, to see where you stand now in correlation to where you were 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, so on and so forth. Because every day we change, every week we evolve, every month something new happens, every year we come into something new, something better, something that happens, hardships, so on and so forth. But that's a part of life. That's the journey of life, right? So here we go, 21 questions, or 20, however many, we're going to get to some questions, whether it be the full 20, 21, whatever it is, or whether we just ask 10 questions, I don't know. But let's go. Let's see where we are, right? Y'all ready? Let's go. So, 21, it's literally listed. I would love, you can't see it's on my iPad. It's really bright. It's really bright. You ain't going to see it. But it says 21 questions, right? I would put the questions at the bottom, but I don't feel like editing that. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been doing so much editing these past couple of days. I really don't even want to edit this video here is going to come out as raw as possible. I've stuttered in the intro. I don't care. It's coming. I'm add the intro clip, the outro, and this video. Boom. We gonna throw it like that. I'm not doing too much editing anymore when it comes. Okay, for one, remember when we started, I had a rule, a cardinal rule I lived by, which was this channel here would be raw, uncut, and unedited. Let me slip up some bloopers, bad words, whatever happens will be there. The only time they probably will come out is if I get a thing from YouTube, which I've done. That's happened before. YouTube reached out to me before, let me know that some stuff had to come out of video. Tomato. It is what it is. But let's go with it, right? Uncut, 21 questions. Let's go. Right. question. I want to put this somewhere so I don't have to keep looking down at my lap. Put this here. I'd rather look over than keep looking down. So question number 1. This question just says, what am I? Okay, I don't know what I've done. What am I? Whatever. What am I? I am now a husband for 2 years, right? I'm a husband of 2 years. We celebrated our 2nd year anniversary in November, on November 7th last year. So excited about that. So excited about that. What else am I? I am also a published author. I have two books published, successfully published on Amazon.com. Those books I linked in the description down below as always. Go check them out. Please go support. I am an indie writer. I'm independent. I don't work with a publishing company. I publish my own work. I'm self-published. I'm a business owner. I own a business, Life and Poetry Productions. Yay. Where we help writers publish their work, help them publish their work for themselves. We help with graphic design, social media. We do a lot under the umbrella there. What else am I? It's a lot. We'll unpack. What else am I? What else? I'm a godfather. I have a few godchildren now. I don't remember how many. I think it's 3. I believe it's 3 godchildren. A godson and 2 goddaughters. I believe that's what it is. I believe so. My love the kids, right? Whatever it is, I love my baby so much. My godchildren, my nieces and nephews. What else am I? I'm a minister now. I minister the Word of God. Oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. It's so much more to go through. It's a lot. Sheesh, man. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a podcaster. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. But what am I? I'm Marcus T. Right? I am the encompassing Marcus T. And everything that goes with everything that encompasses that name. That's me. That's me. Right? Question number 2. Do I have any regrets? Where I'm at now in life, no. And I say that humbly speaking, because I know that even with the losses, there are lessons, and sometimes you have to go through those losses to get to where you are in that moment of time. There, it's all about that circle of life. You know, there are things that I wish I would have done differently coming up, and even to this point here. But if I didn't do what I did then, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I chalk that all up to life expectancy. You know, we expect to go through life and go through these things. Some people expect to go through life whimsy-daisical, skipping through the tulips. And I would have loved to be able to do that in my life. But the hand I was dealt, it just wasn't possible. So I had to take those losses and gain those lessons and cultivate it into wisdom. And I use that now as I move forward. Even when I'm mentoring people, even when I'm ministering to those that I'm speaking with, as I do now, I minister to the youth of my church. And I do my best to reassure them that although they fail, doesn't mean that they have failed, right? We fail at things, but it doesn't mean that you failed, right? There's ample opportunity to correct your mistake, to correct where you were in that moment, and to grow from it. And I try my best to do that. So no, I do not have any regrets. Question number 3, what is making me come alive? Doing what I love to do. And having an amazing wife and life partner that with me, with her hand in my back, and supporting me as I reciprocate, as I support her with her endeavors, with her own business. She is a business owner as well. She has created a brand and a business with doing something that she loves to do, which is baking. She's an amazing baker. Oh my gosh. I actually, and you know, it's funny. She's so good that even as a husband, I pay for the stuff I order from her. I would never shortchange her, and I do ask for free sometimes, but I do my best to make sure I pay for what I'm asking for. But those things that my wife makes me come alive. Her love, her drive, her tenacity, her fight. and my creativity and doing what I love to do. I love that I'm a writer. I love that I'm not bonded by this systemic or societal rule that says I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to go to work this 9 to 5 thing. I wake up and work when I want to work because I work for myself, right? And I love doing it. I'm smiling. I love doing it. I'm not stressing out. I don't have to answer to this person who answers to that person. I'm not working just to get this paycheck to come home to do it again tomorrow. No, I'm working to pour back into the community, to pour back into the world. I'm working to leave my fingerprint there. That impression is there forever. And that's what makes me come alive. Doing that and serving God and knowing that God has something bigger for me, right? And that God gave me the vision to do this. God gave me the vision to create Life and Poetry Productions. The God gave me the vision to create these books. The God gave me the vision to create that I created a coloring book for toddlers, and for them to learn and grow and just to have fun with the color. Who doesn't love a coloring book, right? Also, in the description down below, check your boy out, right? Moving on. Question number 4. What makes me lose track of time? Creating. I will get lost in creating something. Like for point case, just last night I was editing something for the podcast that I'm on, and I was just playing around with some stuff, editing stuff, and I went from that to I opened up a second tab and I'm editing side by side. I have the podcast stuff on this side and I have my stuff on this side for social media, and I'm editing these things simultaneously. They said it was 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock. I got lost in my creativity. I got lost in doing it because I love it so much. I can stop when I want to, but sometimes I want to just pour out into this thing I'm doing, this piece of work I'm working on. So that makes me lose track of time. Also, this is another big thing that makes me lose track of time. Spending time with my wife. Time seems to go by so fast when when we're doing something that we want to do. We go out on our dates, and time just go. Phew. Like we be at a restaurant and boom, it's 7 o'clock at night. We in Target and this, just go phew, it's just gone. It's just I get lost in that, but I love it. I love it so much. I wouldn't change that for nothing. I may get mad sometimes. I may get a little antsy. We out a lot. It's a lot to be out sometimes, but I wouldn't change it for nothing. Plus we go to Starbucks and stuff. It's just my wife could be drinking Starbucks, y'all. Question. That's what makes me lose track of time. Question 5. What am I grateful for? Humbly speaking, I'm grateful for the opportunities, first and foremost, that God has granted me to have. I'm not going to preach. I promise I won't preach. But if it happens, it happens. But I'm grateful for the opportunities that God allowing me to have. I'm grateful for my wife, and who she is, and who she sees, and who she sees me as, and what she sees in me, and what she pulls out of me constantly. I'm forever grateful for that. Truth be told, if it wasn't for her support, I wouldn't have done book number 2. It wouldn't have came out, how it came out. It probably wouldn't have been done. Book number 3, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, for her, with her love and support. And overall, I'm grateful for those around me, those who support me, those who are in my corner, those who are speaking words of encouragement over me and not tearing me down. And that it's a blessing to have that, to have those people who are like-minded in your corner, who aren't just yes men, who will call you on your ish, right? And who will lift you up when you need it, who will support you no matter what. Even if they can't do it, even if they can't buy something, they'll speak words of encouragement. They'll check on you. They'll love on you unconditionally and unapologetically. That's the blessing of it all there. And everything in between. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful to still be alive. You guys know my story. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be able to speak with you guys on this video here in YouTube land, or wherever this video pops up for you. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you who watch and support, who whisper, yo, look what he's doing over there. Oh, he's doing great stuff. Who don't even know me, who's loving on me in that manner. I thank you for it. I truly thank you all for it. You're such an amazing group of people. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Question number 5. What are my biggest failures and what can I learn from those? Um, I know it says failures is in plural, but I'm gonna give you one of my biggest failures that I beat myself with constantly. Um, it's it's not stepping out on faith earlier, and questioning that, and questioning the fact that I was even qualified or capable of doing so. Now I know that we get into these things where it's, things happen in time that's supposed to happen, and yeah, but for the longest of time, I was so timid of doing what God has told me to do, what He's called me to do. Not even just the ministry, but in work, in the writing, and so on and so forth. And there were so many people in my ear saying, "This, you need to get this book out." And I'm like, I'm not this, that, no, no, bam, be blocking left and right. And God is like, I've given you this gift. Give it to the people. The gift isn't for you; it's to share with the people around you. It's to pour back into those in the kingdom of God. I think I don't even think I don't even think that's a failure though. Now think about it. Talk up to life. That's the circle. It happens in life, but I look at that a lot as it being a huge. It was a setback. 'Cause I could have been here. I could have been had those books out. Um, and there are many things we fail at in life. And I try not to hold on to those failures. Like I said, I take those L's as lessons, those losses as lessons and lessons learned. And when we learn it, we cultivate this wisdom of knowledge around it, and we may make that mistake several times, because we got to figure out. Sometimes we got to figure out, okay, what about this is that mistake, right? Did I do it wrong the first time? Let me try it again. Let me go one more time. It happens sometimes. I've been there. I'm guilty of that. I can speak for myself. I'm guilty of that. Um, but yeah, I wish I would have started writing earlier, and believed in myself earlier that I could do it. Having that belief in self is one of the biggest things as a creative that we stand on. Because if you don't believe in you, even as a person in general, if you don't believe in yourself, then who will? Who will? Right? Who will? So that's one of the things there. I don't want to get lost in that question. I could go deeper in that there, right? 7, what is your biggest accomplishment? Um, I have a few. And I don't think I equate them as one is being higher than the other. Actually, I may do, right. One of the biggest. Okay, this is my biggest accomplishment, right? Is getting out of my way, right, and truly believing in myself, and the fact that I would be able to find somebody to love me for me, right. And I did that. I married the love of my life. I married my best friend. I married my wife. Um, oh my gosh, married my wife. That was the biggest thing for me there. Because Lord knows, again, my story, you know what I've been through. The biggest thing I've been through, some of the biggest things I've been through, I've shared with you guys here on this platform. And I think that was one of the things that getting out of my way and not thinking that somebody would love me in spite of, right? Yeah. Question number 8. What was the hardest thing you've had to overcome or face? The hardest thing I had to overcome in my life was facing the fact that I, Marcus T, is living with HIV. That was probably the hardest thing I had to overcome and face, because I didn't want to speak it out loud. I didn't want to speak it. I didn't want to think about it. But it was there. It's there. Now I know that God has healing, and I know that my flesh will go through life um, and get battered and bruised sometimes, but that for me was like, I don't know. I didn't know how I was going to handle it or get through it. But gracefully and gratefully, I had the love of God and the love of family and friends around me. Again, encouraging me, supporting me, and loving on me, but in spite of, and not allowing me to fall in that more than I already had done. They were there, and they saved me, and I'm forever grateful for those who are in my corner. Um, whew, I'm not crying today. Question number 9, what are my values? I value self, um, integrity. Okay, That's the surface answer there, right? What about I value transparency with people, and with self, especially with myself. I value being transparent with myself because for too long I wasn't. I wasn't always vulnerable enough with myself, which in turn I couldn't be vulnerable with people. And I'm still working on that now. It's a work. It's a work, and it's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a journey um, to walk through. But I have learned about myself that it's sometimes you have to step back and take time for self. And I value that time for self because in that time I'm spending with self, I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning more about what I need and what I want and what I can give out and what I can take in. You know, yeah. So right now, that's what I value. And of course, I value the time with my wife and spending, cultivating my family and doing this business thing here. But self, when self is broken, you can't do for others. And I learned that along this journey here that I've been walking of self-discovery and understanding, living with this diagnosis and living with this and becoming that. It's a lot to do. But again, if self isn't intact, how can I help you? So I do value that. I'm learning those lessons. Question number 10. Am I comfortable in my skin? What do you think? Yes, the answer is yes. I am completely unapologetic about me. This is what you get. You see me. I don't step out the house um, to please you. I don't put on a tie to please you. I do it for myself. I didn't buy this hat to please you. I did it because I love this hat. This hat is amazing, right? I do it for self. And again, if I don't love me, who will love me, right? I flaws and all, and I am a flawed person, right? Skin is bruised, flesh is battered, my spirit is weak at times. I'm human. I have those mistakes, I have those flaws. But I don't hold that against me to the point where I will bash myself and demean myself. In any aspect of my living, I refuse to do so. I refuse to be me, unapologetic, and that's why. If you guys have been following me, if you guys don't know, I have the merch store out, the Life and Poetry shop, which is also in the link down below in the description. I just dropped the line, the Unapologetic collection. And it's a simple collection, just a reminder to be unapologetically you, no matter what the world says, what you may say to yourself, friends, whoever it is, just to be unapologetically you. And I've been standing on that for some time now, and I refuse to change it. I'm growing. I'm adapting. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm gaining insight. I'm gaining wisdom. And in so, I'm gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. It's a part of learning. It's a part of the process, right? So yes, I am comfortable in my skin. Question number 11. This is gonna be a long video. Question number 11. How often do I show love for myself? Every day. Every day. I wake up and I encourage myself. Like I pray. I meditate. I take care of myself. I take care of body. I take care of mind. I take care of body, mind, and spirit. Every day. Every day. I talk to myself so much you would think I was in the nut house. I don't care. I'm encourage myself, right? I'm going to encourage myself and be unapologetic about it. Yes, I do that every day. Question number 12. 5 years from now, what advice would I give myself? What would I give myself 5 years from now? To never give up. Never give up. Keep going. No matter how long it takes, keep going until you get it, right? Keep going. An L is a lesson that's learned. Keep going no matter how long or what it takes. Never give up. And don't ever give up on yourself. Continue to encourage yourself. Continue to remember where you came from. To continue to vision where you're going and where you want to go, where you want to be. And keep pushing forward no matter what, right? Question number 13. This is a lot of questions. Question number 13. How much time do I invest in the people I care for? I try to invest a lot of time in people, but not overly do so. I've been guilty of overly investing my time, and it's time to time, and sometimes I give more than what I can give, and it's draining. But I'm learning to give what I can give, and just pray when I, if I can't give you something, I'm just gonna pray for you. That's some prayer works. Prayer goes a long way. So that's where I've been with that one there. Question number 14. If I keep living my life as I am, where would I be in 5 years? Um, I would still be a business owner. Hopefully retired, right, with a beautiful family, with a beautiful home, with you know, still I'll be probably I'll be retired from the Life Poetry production team and have that branch out somewhere else. Have my kids running that by then. I don't go to work for my wife. I'm gonna go to work in her bakery, right? So I can be next to the cupcakes and the cookies. I'm still pay for them. But yeah, I mean, 5 years from now, that's the goal. The goal is to have this. So the goal is to have Life and Poetry production so mainstream that we're doing everything we can. That's the goal. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 15 years. Life and poetry itself should be so solidified that you will see me in stores, um, speaking engagements, wherever God plants my feet, that's where I'll be. Wherever He plants my feet, that's where I will be. Amen. Amen. Question number 15. How do I react to negative comments? I don't. I don't. People will be people, and people don't want to talk about you, good, bad, ugly, no matter what. Let them do them, but it's not going to stop me. From being me and doing what I have to do. There are times where it does get irritating. You have to check somebody, but I try my best, and I do that anymore. I try my best to stay in this lane of positivity and peace, because nobody or nothing, and ain't not gonna mess up my peace of mind. Nothing. I refuse to allow that to happen. My peace is my peace, and I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that for me. My peace is my peace. So I push negativity that way, and I move that way, and I keep moving forward. 16. How regular is my life's rhythm? I guess it's pretty regular. I mean, I am a consistent person. I don't like too much change in my routines, but I do add some here, and I do mix it up every now and then. I mean, I typically go with the flow. I'm not a planner most of the time. Just like these videos I'm planning. I just wake up one day, let's do the video most of the time, right? I plan out the basis of stuff, like what topic I may do from time to time, but I'm like, let's go from there, right? Let's just go from there. That's about it for that one. Question number 17. How much do I look forward to the weekend? I look forward to the weekend all the time. All the time. Given working for myself, I can make it every day the weekend. Right? But the weekend is when my wife doesn't have to go to work and do things. We can spend time together and just go enjoy. But we do that during the week too. So the weekend is just another part of the day for me, I guess. Another part of the week for me. But it is time where I do relax and wind down. I do take those mental breaks on the weekend. I do try my best not to do too much work on the weekend or work at all on the weekends, and just be there, just be present in the moment, at the time, and the day. Question number 18. How healthy is my life? I'm pretty healthy. I eat my vegetables. I'm lying. I don't like vegetables at all. But I do work out. I have my workouts. I do my PT. I'm back in doing my PT, which is an amazing thing. Oh my God. I just actually did some PT this morning. I PT hopped in the shower, came to this video. I haven't even eaten lunch yet. What I need to do. But I think it's pretty healthy. I keep a positive mindset. I take care of my body much as I can, what I can do. I don't eat a lot of healthy things. I do eat. I like broccoli from the carryout. That's healthy, right? Broccoli from the carryout, pretty healthy. That's what I do. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I'm not doing that's going to hinder myself to a point where it's not coming back from. And also, I started meditating too, which is a goal, man. Meditation is so amazing. It's just so refreshing, and it's such a freedom in meditation. Oh my gosh, if you guys don't meditate, try meditation. It's a freedom, and oh my gosh, it's such an amazing thing, right? So we almost finished. Question number 19. How important is money for me? Money has an importance, but it doesn't run me, right? I understand that money comes and goes, right? You can get money fast and it go just as fast. You can save up money, then boom, something happens, you got to spend it. It happens. But I try my best not to let it dictate me and where I stand. If I don't have it, I don't have it. If I need to get it, I will work to get it. My hustle is still intact. I may be a business owner, but my hustle is still intact. I got nothing illegal or illicit. But sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do to get it. And that aspect of what I'm saying is, if if I'm not selling a book, I will, you know, I will compose an individual poem for somebody and sell it to them, so on and so forth. And I've done that before, you know. So I've sold individual poems before to get what I mean, you know. It's something you got to do. You got to do, right? That's how I started the business. You know, with that mentality. But yeah, it's not an important for me. It's a reward because you can get what you want with it, you know. But if I don't have it, I don't have it. I mean, at this point in my life. Question number 20. What do I think about when I am alone? Uh, Food, working, um, my wife, right? But I don't know. I try to keep a clear mind. My alone times where I really try to push everything out, every worry out of my mind, every piece of stress, push it out, and just I'll get it when I get it. But I try my best to just be in that moment. Like I said, be in that moment, be present in that time. But yeah. Um, Question. The final question. My gosh, 30 minutes later. Question was 21. Whew, I'm so thirsty. What am I most efficient? When am I most efficient during the day? And have I tried the opposite extreme to verify it? When am I most efficient? I'm most efficient around the brunch hours, right? From like 11 to 2. That's when I'm driving force. I am up fairly early. I'm up fairly early in the morning time. I go to bed fairly, I guess at a less than desirable time most of the time. But during that brunch hour, that's 11 to 2. I'm a driving force. I'm a driving force. Um, but my I, I I don't think I've tried the extreme to verify it. I just do it, get it done, and come out. So then I can, again, once I'm finished working, I'm out of work mode when I'm finished working. I'm not back there unless I have a thought about writing something. Then boom, I put it down. And but that's fun for me. That's not work for me. But that's that, right? 21 questions. That's where I am now, guys. We've come a long way from where we started here on the channel and through this journey in general, through this journey of transparency and inviting you in to the sphere, the atmosphere of me, with everything, the Slow Walk to 30 series, the Truth Unveiled series, the Unplugged series, everything we've done, the Poetry 101 and 102, all these things we've done here. We've come such a long way, and there's so much more to do. And I pray that you guys stay tuned and sticking this with me here as we grow. And as we have fun, as we do it unapologetically, right? Again, don't forget to grab yourself some merch shop, Life and Poetry shop. In the description down below, grab yourself a book. If you want the book, it's down there too. Everything you know about me is in the description down below. Podcast, social media, everything down there below. Check me out, check me out, check me out. But Life and Poetry family, it's been a blessing. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm a water back there. I don't know why I bring water over here. But remember, guys, you guys are amazing. And thank you so much for rocking with me and allowing me to rock with you guys. You are such an amazing group of people. I know some of you I don't. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Notification bell is on. Follow me on Instagram, the Facebook pages, the Twitter page, TikTok page. Whatever else you can follow me is in there somewhere down below. But just stay tuned for some great stuff coming and some announcements coming, if not this week, next week. But Life and Poetry, we're gonna close it here. And as always, remember this here. Remember to stay safe. Always be blessed. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later. We out. Peace.